Hello everybody, hope you're enjoying your New Year's Eve. I'm here with one last video chat with the Blue Boar of England, Robin Hood from the Realm of England, and we're going to be talking about all the stuff that he's been doing research on, so going to be dropping some bombs on this one. So before we start, let's do the usual intro. Here we go.
It's a Toshi, like a cowboy in the West, riding on the blockchain that they call the very best. 1 million strong, them transactions flying free. Just wait for the terror node, you'll surely see.
All right then, Robin Hood, are you there?
I am, sir. How are you?
I'm all right, mate. It's always good speaking to you. So tell us what you've got for us today.
Well, I've been asked by a few people now to, and especially I've been sent videos on TikToks and stuff where police have been turning up to arrest people for hurty words.
Yeah. And
the wokeism political agenda. So I've been asked by quite a few people now because apparently there's about 1,200 people locked up for hurty words.
Yeah, I think it's actually more than that.
Is it more than that? Well, I was, obviously, I've not checked it myself. I was just told that there's approximately 1,200 people banned up for hurty words.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely outrageous. So I've sent you 5 or 6 documents over the last few days, and then I've sent you a couple more today. So what I'm just going to do is basically, what I want to do is a very quick one today, which basically I want you to start with. And I don't know if you can get that up, Satosh.
I can get the.
Oh, you can put it in. You can put it at the end. It's not a problem. But what I want to show and go with people now, you're never going to get the correct jurisdiction while you go to their courts and not forced into their courts. Yeah. Right? Because we don't know. We but still believe that our magistrate courts are magistrate courts. Our county courts are county courts. They're not. They have no imperial crown authority. They have no judges in them under the Promissory Oath Act. They're all licensed, prepaid judges, state actors via the Bar Guild licensing authority. And there's no judge. You're already found guilty because you're there. You're under the 12 presumptions of the Bar Guild. So you've lost your innocence. You've lost all your constitutional protections. It's a joke. Absolute joke. It's a legal conversion. It's the same scam all the way through.
Yes.
But what we've done is, so like I said, I've been requested by a lot of people to sort of start getting people ready for these terrorists to come forward. And the reason I call them terrorists is because and I've done the document to it, which you've got in. I'm more than happy to put up after this and with this. That they, under their own PACE Act, they can't arrest you for hurty words. And it states it in their own PACE Act.
Right, brilliant.
So here's a quick document that I want to read that I've done for you. So, demand cease wrongful jurisdiction over temple vessel, free speech. Now, the temple vessel comes from the Sestave Trust and the Holy Gospel. So it states in the Sestave Trust in sections 8, 11, 18 and 19 chart 2 that we the temple vessels, and it's temple in all caps and then it's vessels with the hyphenated speech marks on, and that's how they've got us from 1666 into vessels. They've separated the temple and the vessel. So we now fall under the joke of a vessel. So we now have to go to Admiralty Court as a vessel in rem against the state thing, the state created. So what you can now use is ECHR Article 10.1, everyone's right to freedom of expression, holds opinion, received, impart information, ideas without interference of public authority. And that's Article 10.1, page 1, paragraph 1. ICCPR Article 19.2, freedom of expression seeks received, impact, information, ideas, kind regards, frontier, oral writing, media, art, anything. It covers the lot. We can say what we want. Case law, Handyside v UK, ECH 5, paragraph 9, freedom shock offends. Dispute estates necessary I can't even speak today. Go on. Democracy. Tolerance can't be touched. It's there. It's case law. Case law. And they've taken the United Kingdom Corporation to the EEC, to the ICC. International courts, and they lost. They lost. Constitutional Reforms Act 2005, Section 1, Supreme Court ruling of law, independence, judiciary, police, corporation, agents, no jurisdiction of the temple vessel. Section 1, page 1, paragraph 1.
Brilliant.
7 days immunity. Cease Pace Act 1984, interference and uphold free speech, sovereign expression. Case law, R. Miller v. Secretary of State, UK, paragraph 5, paragraph 82, Parliament sovereignty, free speech, constitutional principle, Lord Reid, page 15, paragraph 82.
Brilliant.
CAA, VDPP, again, European Court of Human Rights. Case number, offence shocking words protected under Article 10, no arrest, harmful language.
Wow. Wow.
Right, DDP, V, can't even say this one again, UK, 23, climate protesters, Article 10, conviction, tested, thrown out, can't be done.
Wow.
Standard Commission, Scotland advice, notes, enhancement, protections, freedom, expression, political, little scope, resurrection, Article 10, Section 2. Paragraph 5, it's all there under Scottish law. You can't even get arrested for it. Redress, grounds police corporation, wrong jurisdiction, temporal vessel, sovereign speech. International law. ICCPR plus Geneva Convention, free speech. Article 19. Uphold opinions without interference, freedom of expression. Seat received impact. UN HRC UK revised 2024.
Wow.
Article 19, paragraph 1, paragraph 2. They breached international treaties. UN HRC concluding observation UK 2024 Online Safety Act, unchecked censorship. Power ministers undermine freedom of expression. They've been told. Geneva Convention, common article, 3 persons or combat entitled, respect human treatment, freedom of expression protected, additional protected, Article 175, Article 75, page 4. It goes on. UNESCO standards, freedom of expression, publicly received, wide variety, information, journalistic protections. Application police force, corporation agents, no jurisdiction over the temple vessel, Geneva protection.
Wow.
Judges charged misconduct, public office, free speech overreach. Recorded Simon Myers, censorship 2024 political post. X misconduct, failure maintain judicial standards. JCIO, formal advice. We've been told JCIO findings engage political controversially, issues offensive manner, identified judicial status, sovereign media, social media guidance breach. Can't do it. Public outrage case, St. Louis Police, federal investigation 2017, pepper spray protected, civilian rights violated, free speech. United Kingdom, Police Reforms Act 2002 and the Constitutional Reforms Act 2005. Police designated powers limited, no free speech jurisdiction. Page 3, page 31. Misconduct grounds, police agents, public outrage jurisdiction, overreach, temple vessel, expression, Supremacy Act and constitutional principles, police jurisdiction void, Bill of Rights, word deems freedom of speech, parliament proceedings protected, extends constitutional principles, Bill of Rights, page 1. Parliament sovereignty, Miller v UK, Scottish again. Free speech, fundamental constitutional right, paragraph 82, sole stated. Police Act, Pace Act 1984, called A, paragraph 2B, hurtful words, no grounds for arrest, police powers limited. So, and what I was seeing all the time, police officers coming up and arresting people for post. They can't do it.
So
Constitutional Reforms Act.
So what do people need to do when these corrupt bastards
download these documents, have them sat at the side of the door? As soon as they get the door, right, here you go, there's your charges, there's you go. I'll be at the Admiralty Court in the morning, issuing and demanding your arrest warrant. Why have you turned up to my door? You can't turn up to my door.
Yeah, brilliant.
And it's all there in the 5 documents I've done. It goes to the Home Office, ICC, UN, Safety Online, and we now demand 290 arrests, 290,000 arrests for free speech violated, including parliaments, because they're delegating power that they cannot delegate. It's there in the Constitution. They're breaching ECHR Article 10.1, ICCPR Article 19.2, Miller Case Law, JCI 2024, Constitutional Reforms Act, Sections 1 to 5, Police Corporation, wrong jurisdiction, UNHRC 24, censorship powers, voided, genuine, breath of life, sovereign free speech, eternal. And it comes under the Geneva Convention 2.7. Base code A 2.2. Hurtful words, no arrest, ground statement, truth. We've just got to start using our language. London Gazette, free speech supremacy. It's there. Yeah, exempt sovereign ECHR.
I've just been clicking on some of these links, and a lot of the links say page not found anymore.
Yeah, because they're taking them down. No, the problem that we're getting is they're taking them down. As soon as we hit the police with them, they're removing them because they know they exist. So what you might have to do is download this, look at the links, and then find the links yourself and add them back in.
Yeah.
Right? Because they're removing them and changing sort of slight wording on them or whatever. Like I've done this literally 3 days ago. All the links were there. Now all the links aren't there.
No way.
Because we've started to issue them.
Right, got you. No way.
We're starting to now demand I mean, the other 6 documents are literally, one of them is to the Admiralty Court now demanding the arrest of every police officer. Every police officer. 140,000 of them.
Wow. Wow.
For criminal offences, including under the Terrorism Act, 2006, 2010, 2015, political agenda. You cannot, they're not under oath, they're under affirmation, we all know that.
So do these well, I mean, well, they're fake police anyway. Do they need to be put on notice?
No. We just issue it straight away, and we issue it to the Admiralty Court demanding that every police officer now be arrested for treason. Because this is what people forget, is who we are and what we are. I've just gone through very quickly one document there. There's a batch of 9 of these. And the last one, which I'll get up for you, because the last one you will absolutely love, I'm sure.
Right.
Which is the demand for arrest warrants. Now, under section 61, subsection 20 to 22, we can now demand their arrest warrant, the Admiralty issue arrest warrants for treasonous behaviour, felony treason, subversion, illegal conversion, by the police turning up and breaching constitutional rights. That's subversion. It's the death penalty. And they know it is.
That's big.
Right.
A lot of these officers just turning up, they don't know what they're doing, do they?
Yes, they do. They have been told they've been given carte blanche, we're all too thick to work out what they've done. Well, unfortunately, we're not that thick. Right?
Wow, mate, that's massive.
So, this is now where I honestly, people just need to get a grip of themselves now and look at what we're doing. Look at how we're doing it. There it is, arrest summons. Right, we're now doing it, arrest, writ of arrest and summons to the Admiralty Court, Royal Court of Justice, Admiralty Division, Military Tribunal jurisdiction.
Wow.
Case number to be assigned, High Court, multiple treasonous offences, High Court, King's Bench Division, Admiralty Court, Business and Property Courts of England, Wales, between Temple Vessel Living Executor Sovereign King, Just Naturel Justin Rem, against the state-created police force. They're all agents. They're policy agents acting under the colour of law. Under CPR Part 6, PD 61, Admiralty Registration. That's why, what have we said about all of their vessels now? They're not even trying to hide it anymore. It is big blue and yellow checks. Stop. Under Admiralty law, we need to speak to you. They can't stop you. We're not on water. Issue to the Admiralty, blah, blah, blah. Here are the offences. Application made, supported, and attached 9 sections. Notice of demand evidence. Multiple criminal offences, including high treason, Terrorism Act, violation of the Fraud Act 2006, and corporate fiction slavery. Constitute to Article 4 and Modern Slavery Acts 2015. And whereas the Senior Courts Act 1981, subsection 2022, 61, empowers this honourable court to issue writs of arrest in the Admiralty jurisdiction against persons acting without de jure authority, lex terrene, that's natural common law, and the law of the land. This is their language, this is how we've got to speak to them. And whereas CPR 61 DP 5.1, 5.2 authorises an arrest warrant, forms ADM9 equivalent upon verification application ADM4 and or ADM5, you are hereby commanded to arrest and detain the following defendants, to bring them before this court to answer for the charges arrested targets, high treason offences, chief constables, the officers' names that have turned up, to charge you for hurty words. You put your name in, acting under the colour of law, the police, per section 9, notice, count 1 high treason, Archibald 2025, felony, levelling war against the Imperial Crown sovereignty via affirmation fraud, not Police Act 1996, section 29, oath, and political agenda conversion. Count 2, Terrorism Act 2006, political publication, encouragement, advancing political cause against the Crown Authority via corporate fiction conversion. Count 3, Fraud Act 2006, sections 2 to 5, 12 and 13, illegal conversion, false representation and of the sovereign as a corporate fiction, failure to disclose license, fact, abuse of position. Because they're all under license. Count 4, Modern Slavery Act 2015, section 1, article 4 of the ECHR, corporate compelled performance equals slavery servitude against the natural person. Count 5, PACE Act 1984, section 24, code A 2.B, violation, unlawful arrest and protected expression, hurtful words. Police Reforms Act 2002, section 38, ultra-virus, designated person exceeding statutory authority. They're all statutory authority. They're all run and licensed by Parliament. They have no jurisdiction over the living man. Legal basis for immediate arrest, Senior Court Act 1981, section 61, admiralty jurisdiction over the persons acting as vessels without de jure authority. Law of the Land Authority. They haven't got any de jure authority. They're all working from delegated authority from Parliament. And that's a breach of the constitutional norms, customs, and it's also a breach of the Cortona doctrine, which we've already spoke about. CPR DP 61, paragraph 5.2, court issuing arrest warrants upon complaint application, common law fraud unravels all void AB infinitum. Lex Serene, Magna Charta law and the land supremacy over corporate policy. Undertaking the court undertaking to pay Admiralty Marshals expenses incurred in arrest services, AB court orders for damages if arrest found wrongful, complied with the all CPR part 61 Admiralty Protected Declaration in support ADM 5, declaration that the defendant committed state offences against my sovereignty. Oh, wow. No satisfaction obtained. Arrest necessary to prevent flight. Evidence destruction. I am owner of right violations. Just, natural, sovereign, declared. Boom. It goes on and on and on.
Wow, mate, that is massive. That is massive.
So all these doubters that says, oh, no. Oh, yes, we can. The police now have got no arrest authority, no arrest powers. They're working from delegated powers, which cannot be delegated. They're now calling them designed powers. Can't design anything. It's basically another word for delegated. And they're stealing our assets.
Yep, that's exactly what they're doing.
And it's as simple as that. It is that simple. By making us into a corporate vessel by illegal conversion, making them statutory, because the only time that they can actually interface with us, and that's what it's called in legal terms, interfacing, is when they illegally convert us by presumption of obligation under the jurisdiction of Admiralty, vessel, and the Bar Guild jurisdiction of presumption. So I now presume that you are a state citizen slave because you have a birth certificate, a driving license, and a passport. What is going off? This is how they've done it. And by using fraudulent acts, which I've already demonstrated and shown under the Companies Act, the British Act, the illegal entry into the EEC. It's all fraud. It's all based on lies, presumption, and obligation to the state. And it's all been done. It's all been speeded up since 1933. Once they brought in the fiat system, which is fraud.
Yep. Absolutely.
So all those people that now are arrested and basically in prison, their families can now issue an habeas corpus, bring me the evidence, bring me the signed warrant, bring me the signed this, this, and this. If you don't do this, we'll put you in prison and we'll see you in Admiralty. You're right to the, immediately to the private prisoner corporation, because they're not state, they're not our prisons anymore, they're corporate prisons. And this is why they have to bang you up for any reason or fine you for any reason to keep the whole corrupt system flowing.
That's massive.
These prisons are private prisons.
Yes,
this is why you can't, once you kick off and go for your corporate and say, I'm a constitutional being, I'm the living executor, I'm this, and who have you locked up? Where is the signed document from the judge? The judge can't sign anything, he's in the wrong jurisdiction. And if he puts pen to paper, he hangs himself. He's hung himself anyway by not signing it. He's taking part in the conspiracy and conversion by declaring you in a colour of law court with no imperial crown authority. That is waging war against the crown and the sovereignty of the people. So all these people that say it doesn't exist, the Magna Charta is not real, unfortunately it is. And if you keep listening to these idiots that are supposedly in our parliament, who are not in our parliament, because what is parliament? It's all got DUNS numbers. It's been in private, it's a franchise now. They're all corporate entities. Every single part of them. We've got them on DUNS numbers. You can only have a DUNS number if you're a corporate entity. We all know that.
Yep.
The police have got absolutely no powers of arrest. And do you know what they rely upon? The same thing we'll rely upon. Section 24A of the Police and Crimes and Evidence Act.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
And that is the only thing that they can rely upon. But once they do that, they've crossed the line and they are now royally hung. It's treason.
All right, well, let's see how far we get with this then.
Well, we'll get massive now, mate. It's absolutely, because this is the correct jurisdiction, it's the correct standing, and the usurpation of your constitutional rights or alter of the documents, which we can prove in 1888 and 1948, that's alteration and subversion. What is Article 1 of all our inalienable documents? Not one word can be changed, and it's in perpetuity forever. And what does that mean? It means it can't be changed, it can't be repealed. Parliament does not have the jurisdiction, it's not sovereign, it's a private corporation. Now that's massive. This is why they ignore us. Because they have now converted us all into corporate slave vessels.
So I guess this is going to be, this is what you're basically outlining here is groundbreaking.
Well, I've spoke to a load of people this week, and I mean loads. and obviously you know a few of them. And when I've spoke to, they've all got it. They've literally all gone, now that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, yeah.
The Admiralty Court will be absolutely swiped out, and I mean bombed out now, with all these arrest warrant demands. We're demanding 300,000 arrest warrants. That's for the Land Registry, Parliament, every parliamentary office, everybody. Police, councils, because it's all... Lord Kilmore told us in that open letter how they do it, and he's correct. They've given, before they went into the EEC illegally, and in a treasonous act, by surrendering sovereignty to a foreign state. You can't do that. Cannot do it. And he told that how they get round it is by issuing councils. This is why they won't allow the vote. Certain parliamentary privileges. It's in his letter.
I suppose that's also outlined in, is it Archibald 2025 you mentioned quite a few times?
Yeah, yeah. It's in Archibald, it's in Halsbury's,
Yeah, yeah.
it's in Stokes, it's in Blackstone's. Use black laws as a reference book only. And that is, honestly, the law books are there. And if you bring in the maxims, I mean, the maxim I've not shared today, but I will share it now, is that no one has the right not to be offended. And that's in the East, that's nobody. You can call anybody a sheep to a whatever. It doesn't matter. Nobody has the right not to be offended or shocked. And the ECHR have upheld that golden rule since it came in. There's massive case laws on it. This government, this parliament, is trying to convert everything. They're breaking their own rules. They're breaking the Constitution. They're breaking the ECHR that they brought in and class as superior to our laws. I mean, how nuts is that? But yet they still then try and pretend that the Constitution is the highest law, while undermining it at every opportunity and bringing in illegal, fraudulent bills, acts, and legislation.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they know if people knew the Constitution properly, what their rights are, they would have not a cat in hell's chance. This thing with juries, you can't take the juries. It's there as a constitutional norm. Cannot chase, and that is high treason. That Lord Leviton, who gave, what is it, now needs to be charged for that. It's not, he's not an official of any description, he's retired. He can't come in and go, oh, yeah, we'll get rid of juries. We'll tell the people it'll speed stuff up. We don't want things speeding up. What we want is courts of law back. They're in this state because of what they've done to the law. They've removed the law. We're now under administrative, admiralty maritime doctrine, by illegal conversion, by fraudulent legislation, acts and statutes, bills. It's disgusting. It is basically to take the living natural man off the land and put him into the water jurisdiction by classing him as three different entities: the Sonham, Quosim, and PSC of a corporation that they've registered to a port state.
Huh.
In the all caps fiction, literally, it's just honestly, and it's there. You can read it for yourselves. It's in the Companies Act, Section 26, subsection 708. 700A to 700LZ. It's ridiculous.
So
absolutely, fundamentally repugnant is this. Then we've got the old chestnut that they are trying so desperately to keep away. Anything that is repugnant to the Constitution is automatically void.
yeah, absolutely.
Therefore, all acts and statutes since 1707 are void. All of them. Because they are an individual attack on the crown of the governed. That's the imperial crown, which all power flows from. Every judge now is not upholding his duty to the Constitution. They're trying to work within three systems. We can't do that. That's why they're all prepaid judges and they're all on the take. PSC, you look up the PSCs. PCCs.
Crown prosecution.
Police and Crimes. No, please, they're gone.
Yeah.
They've gone. We had that conversation the other day. They've gone.
Yeah.
They've been wrapped up. There's absolutely no Crown Prosecution Service now. So who's bringing us to court? They're called criminal barristers on behalf of the corporation. Now, that is not a constitutional norm. It's not a custom. So we're fully under corporate rule. And the only way they can do it is by illegally converting us into a corporate vessel.
Yeah, this is huge. So basically, masses of people need to know this. And we need to form armies of people with this knowledge.
Yeah, look, the thing is now, this is what we're doing. We're doing massive works now. Like I say, I'm doing appendixes, I'm doing everything ready, and it's all set for these proper courts. And we now demand that every judge now disclose under disclosure rules, especially CPR 31.12 Pacific. It used to be called bonds. They've changed the name to it to sureties, surety ships. What? We can now claim 100 million from their surety ships for the illegal conversion and treason. £100,000 per offence of treason, and they get 14 years. We then take them to the Military Admiralty Court Tribunal under the Treason Act, and we demand the death penalty.
You know how you were saying there were 1,200 people arrested in the UK?
Yep, for HURTY words.
It's actually 12,000, mate.
12,000. Sorry, like I said, my apologies. I did say I didn't check it. I could have sworn it was 1,200, but obviously you've checked it. It's 12,000. I've missed a zero off.
Yeah, that's how bad it's getting.
And that is now, and yet you've got 300 and something in Russia.
Yeah,
give us a break.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know, we're all slagging that country off. So now it really is, bring me the evidence, bring me the body. We're now taking you to ICC PR courts. We're now bringing Admiralty courts, and we're now bringing you for treason against the sovereignty of the man. Waging war against the sovereignty.
Wow, mate, yeah. Well, and I presume
that's still in force.
People can find all this information out on the Realm of England website.
Yep. It's going to be up this week. I mean, the guys are on with it now. I've done all the documentation. They're pulling it all in. I've put all the case laws and the studies in there and everything.
Brilliant.
And we've put all the sections in. Like I said, I've sent you 6, I think it's 9 documents on this up to so far. Yep. And we've now demanded the Admiralty put in the rest. Simple as that. We've now got the article, which is under Halsbury's law and under Archibald 2025, illegal conversion.
It's big,
and
mate.
we've got the acts that they've done it in with it. They've literally done it under fraudulent acts throughout everything. Bills. They're still trying to force in bills. They don't even know their own rules.
Yeah. Well, they're just acting with impunity, aren't they?
Yes, and this is the whole point, and this is why we now got to use their rules against them, and then we trump them with our constitutional rights and norms. You went into our documents and changed them. We can't do that.
Yeah.
You've been living off that fact to allow you to bring in all this forgery. It's literally counterfeiting.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you know all the orders that they've fetched in. It now comes under counterfeiting because there's no public consent to it. There's no mandated for it. And not only that, but then you've got CPR 73.7, all these warrants with no crown seal, imperial crown wax seal on them, are void. It's counterfeit. It comes under uttering akin to high treason. Common law fraud, common law deception, counterfeiting.
That's huge. That's huge.
And it's there in their own CPR rules.
People need to...
They're using a black stamp that is a counterfeit stamp. It has no lawful authority. None of the documents are signed. Counterfeit. No judge. And all these judges now are 4-year or 8-year plus solicitors. What? The solicitors only.
So we need to start swarming en masse, really.
Yeah, look, if they try and get away with the juries, I mean, everybody, even a lot of the barristers and what is it are coming out now and going, no, we're not taking any juries away, none at all. Can't do that.
So what they're gonna try and do is take individuals away and just send them to this single justice procedure one at a time.
Procedure, yeah, which comes under what? Single justice procedure is admiralty. It's wrong jurisdiction. Comes under 1984 Admiralties Act, Magistrates Court Act. It's admiralty. It's for minor offences.
So these judges need to be arrested, really.
Yes, that's why we get them. Yes, it's high treason, counterfeiting. No, they're not signing anything, but yet they're condemning people to go to prison. A magistrate or a county court judge cannot put you away. Hasn't got the jurisdiction, hasn't got the authority to do it. On the wrong jurisdiction. And we've got no contract and they've got no written consent from us. They're all incorporated.
And one thing is though, what makes you think that the Admiralty police will actually do anything?
The Admiralty's got no choice because what we've been told,
they can choose not to do anything.
No, they can't. This is the whole point with the Admiralty. And if they do, this now proves that there's no law, and it's down to the people. Look, I can only give you the proper information, the stuff that I can back up without any hesitation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Absolute, without hesitation, go bump, 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 bump. We're now getting no action taken against speeding fines or anything.
Right.
We're now getting where these ACE, are coming on for taking your meters and stuff out. We've had 6 of them now cancelled for January.
Brilliant.
Right?
Oh.
Because you've not disclosed your license, permanent estoppel, permanent thing, We're issuing paperwork like it's going out of fashion. We're informing the courts, we're recording it to the records office. Right?
Recording it to the records office?
Yes, you've got to record it.
Right. That needs to go on the blockchain.
Yeah, and then it's recorded. And you can record, and we record it ourselves. So we've basically now got them by the short and kill is they know they can't. They've got no arrest powers whatsoever. They cannot come after you for hurty words for private post. It's illegal. It's a breach of international law. And they can only do it by a legal conversion and you not knowing what they've done. Well, that's failure to disclose. That's a criminal act in itself. That's withholding evidence. That's evidence tampering.
Yeah, yeah. So losing evidence,
their crimes, literally.
Losing evidence would also be evidence tampering. Losing it.
Of course it is. Yeah. Where they said, oh, well, we haven't got the tapes. No, I bet you haven't got the tapes.
Huh.
There's a shock.
Yeah.
You know, when they're doing strip search of these girls and going in and doing whatever they're doing with it. Yeah, yeah. Every copper now needs to be arrested. They need to be arrested and charged. They're turning up to private properties and only by a legal conversion getting paid 80. We've all seen the bills, what they're getting paid from their own paperwork. Is it 87 quid from a PC really? To 107 quid or 127 quid for a bloody sergeant, and it goes up per hour bonus to attend and assist a bailiff taking somebody's private property. Oof. Because they've gone to an admiralty court in the wrong jurisdiction, in breach of the Properties Act 1925, in breach of Felony Treason Act, because they've lent you nothing. You know this. I know this. They've supplied no evidence, no contracts, because it's fraud ab initio from the beginning.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they've literally magic it. The Bank of England have stated 2014 how the mortgage system works. They don't lend you any money. Yeah, they create it from nothing. So how can they charge you interest?
Well, it's security.
How can they charge you anything? Well, exactly. But yet we're going into these courts expecting justice to be done. There is no justice. What's the maxim of law? Justice must be upheld or the heavens must fall.
Oh, wow. Wow. Oof.
No, there's no judge upholding anything. Nothing. Your mortgage is simple. It's fraud from the beginning. Who told you that they were going to illegally convert your signature into a promissory note that's not a contract?
Yeah, yeah.
They're then going to send it to the bank to do skullduggery because the solicitor's working for the bank as well and getting paid off you, not the bank.
Mm.
So you're paying for the bank's work. He's then taking a cut. It goes to the bank that then sends it to the commercial bank. They send it down there. The money never leaves the bank. You're issued nothing. And then you get the keys magically after you've spent this, this, and this. And what is the big maxim in law? He who creates owns. Well, we own money from the start, off a 10. We've created it through our signature. Who are you to tell me it's not mine? You can only take cost and fees. And the only way they can create the money is take it from our trusts.
Or creating currency from nothing.
Yeah, from nothing. And it's just, that is exactly what they're doing. So if they're creating it from nothing, but then they're using more money, currency streams, do us a favour. But do the police investigate it now? Because they're all licensed to the same corporation. This is what people have got to understand. Every company the Bank of England's licensed. The Treasury's licensed. Tesco's, Aldi's, they're all licensed. The police office, licensed. And it's all coming from the Licensing Act 2003. I've shown you it all. Judges, licensed through the Bar Guild and the Licensing Act. They're taking the mick.
Right, got ya.
It's all the same corporate fraud. It's all led by the Crown Office.
Huh. Amazing, mate. Amazing. On that note, we'd be going for 50 minutes. Probably a good time to wrap it up.
It will do for me, because like I say, if you've got loved ones away now, it is down to you to get them out. Habeas corpus the evidence, habeas corpus the signatures, habeas corpus the body. Take them to Admiralty Court for immediate release. That's how you do it.
And everybody,
if the Admiralty doesn't play ball,
yeah,
straight into ICC, fundamental breach. The UK and the fines are now 100 million.
oh,
And that's their fines for surety ships.
So everybody
this is what we've all got to start claiming now.
Everyone needs to sign up to the Realm of England.
Yep.
Yep.
And I mean, you know, we stated, I mean, just a quick one, just before we finish off. Yeah. It states that every judge must display, upon request, his oath and bonds. They now refuse because they know they've got no oath, they've got no bond. Nothing. They're working from assigned powers from Parliament, which they can't do. It's delegated. Don't care what you call it, it's a lie. And all these judges now are, if you look them up, all prepaid judges.
Isn't that what they always were?
Nope. It's not by the separation of powers, mate. They're now paid through Parliament and through discretionary funds. You want to read some of the documents I've sent you? I mean, we'll go into next year. I mean, I'm going to send you, I've sent you other documents. I don't really, but I'll just give you a tip now. Most judges now have got 45 million quid in a slush fund.
Yeah, sounds about right.
So they're not bothered.
Yeah, well, they would have all been paid off with the money that was printed in 2020 for COVID. That's how they've done it. Well, the currency that they printed. It was unbelievable, mate, the amount that they printed in 2020.
Yep, and this is why they can't find it. This is why there's no books to it.
Yeah.
And this is how they're still managing to keep going at the minute. But it's running out because a lot of us now are going off. We're not paying. It's like with your energy suppliers. Hang on, you're supposed to be supplying me energy. I didn't ask for a credit note. I didn't ask for credit. So you've got to say to him, show me the credit note I've signed. Show me that you've supplied me, and Transco have already admitted none of them supply you anything. It's all done through Transco. All of it. All these greedy gets do are under license by the corporation, and they now tell them what to tax you on your bills. And they have to follow suit to keep the license. So your electric bill is 78%. Your gas bill is 81%. And you've got 5% tax. So what you do is you take off 78%, 8%, 5%, and pay them the difference. So let's just keep it round figures. Toshi, if you're paying £1,000, you're paying £1,000 electric bill. So you take 78% off, you take 5% off, and then you send them what you've actually used to keep it in clean hands.
Yeah, but you're still paying. The government had no right to sell what was owned by the public anyway, because the infrastructure was paid for by the taxpayer.
Yes, but what we've got to do is that we can then claim that money back by saying, well, no, where's our dividends from our infrastructure? Well, the government can't use our infrastructure. It's a private corporation. It's now licensed everybody to conduct business. It's now put us under slavery compelled performance in a political agenda act of terrorism, in a treason act of Parliament, by stating that we're corporate and that everything that we've got on a persona debtor, and they're stood above us. That we don't own anything. We've gone from the creditors to the debtors. Whose tax paid for all our buildings? Whose tax have paid for all this infrastructure? Ours, our families.
Yeah.
And they've stolen it. All of it. It's theft.
Yeah.
by illegal conversion, deception and fraud.
And again, this is why I'm telling everybody, anybody who is listening to what we're talking about now, they need to be holding at least one genuine Bitcoin, BSV, so that they can focus on this full time and get it all done. Is that your phone ringing, mate?
Yeah, sorry.
That's all right.
Sorry, I'm just getting rid of it now.
It's all right, mate.
And that's what I say. So to keep clean hands, and then what you can do is you can take them to both equity and then Admiralty for immediate arrest for illegal conversion, failing to tell you the license, and that they're licensed by the government to charge you extortionate amounts in fraud and deception. We're not paying 78% on their fake climate change and everything else.
Yeah.
There's no climate change. The world is going through a cycle, which it does every 200 years. It's ridiculous. And this is what I'm saying. It's now just absolute nonsense that they are charging us. When you think about it, if you're paying £1,000 for your electric, and 83% of that, that's £830 a year, is for the taxman, your actual bill for what you've actually used is £230, £270. So all you do is divide that by 12 and send them that. Keep yourself in clean hands, then go to equity and say, right, they've not done this, they've not done that. GDPR breach, data protection breach, illegal conversion breach. I'm not the corporate fiction. I'm not the debtor. I'm the creditor. I didn't ask to be sold credit in fraud. I asked to pay my bills. There you go. And again, same with 80, I think it's 81% and then 5%, which is 86%. So if you pay 12, pay £1,000. But people just look at you blank. Keep yourself in clean hands doctrine. If you use equity, go in clean hands. Well, this is what it states. This is what they're doing. They have got no authority for me to pay tax on to pay tax on VAT. Only corporate entities pay tax and VAT. So why are we paying them? There's no law that says we have to pay them. And then guess what? The tax office is now its own office. It's an incorporated office. So, so it's like McDonald's asking me, Burger King, to pay them their tax and VAT. What do you think they do? So I hope that's cleared everything up for everybody. I know it's a lot of information. It's a bit more than I wanted to give everybody, but it's now time to change for us to change this step back into common law, natural law, boom, through vessels in REM against creating their state created thing.
Yeah, brilliant. Right, mate, I've just been told that you've got a meeting at 3:30.
Yeah, I know. I know it's your mate, I know. I know you've texted because I couldn't get on my phone fast enough with everything on it.
Yeah.
So I'm on it now. I'm going to shoot off and go assist our friends.
All right, mate. Thank you very much, Robin Hood. It's been absolutely amazing. I'll see you in the new year. Have a good one.
And you, mate.
Cheers,
many good looks for this evening, and hope everybody enjoys the new year. Let's start it off with a bang.
Smash it, mate. Nice one. Right, thanks for that. Hope everyone enjoyed it. We'll catch you guys later.
The king still has one more move.